Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install Ansible and configuration of the master-slave architecture and the connection between master-slave servers using passwordless authentication. So I have two EC2 instances and we need to spin up EC2 instances and we're using passwordless authentication between master and slave servers. So let's get back to the AWS console and launch two EC2 instances. So let me launch one master server and I'll go for the Amazon 29x and t2.micro is enough and the key pair is test key pair and go for public subnet, enable the public IP, select existing group. I have already created a security group and I go for GP3 volume for cost optimization and one more server is slave server and I'll go for the same configuration which I have used for the master server and edit the network settings, public subnet, existing security group, and this is for GP3. That's it. So if you click here instance equal to running, it will show whatever the instances are running state. So with that we can log into the servers. Let me wait for some time to spin up and boot my servers. So now it is running state and copy my public IP, log into the server. So this is my master server. I'm able to log in EC2 IFN user. So let me go back to switch to root. So if you see here, I'm in the root directory and the root user. So let me create Ansible user add Ansible, and if you go to cat etc passwd, so if you found here in the slash etc password, Ansible has been created under home directory Ansible and the shell is bin bash. So I need to modify the password also for Ansible user and I'm going to use the password. So password has been set. So let me give the privileges to the normal user as Ansible. So I'm going to vi sudo. So go to the line root, allow root to run any commands anywhere. So I'm giving Ansible all equal to all. No passwd colon all. So it will run any commands using Ansible without password authentication. So let me give the privileges for the vi sudo with the root user and let me switch to Ansible. So you can check here. So this is my Ansible user which I have been logged in, and let me log into the another server which is a slave server. So go back to the new session, authentication. So I need to do the same steps in the slave server also. So let me log in here. Let me increase my font. So this is my slave server and this is my master server is 43 and this is 37.4 and 43.170 is my master server and this 37.4 is a slave server, and I need to create same user in the slave server also. Ansible password also. So you see here I can able to log in to switch to Ansible. So if you see here cd Ansible, I have been switched into normal user Ansible which I have been created. And the next step is you need to use passwordless authentication in the slave server. So I need to go back to exit from the normal user. So you need to give passwordless authentication. So you need to va/etc/ssh underscore sshd config file. So you need to go password authentication. You need to untag that. So you can find here. So if you see here, password authentication is yes, and it has been hashed. So you need to hash out the entry, and you need to save that file. And you can check the file also with the cat command. So if you see here, password authentication is yes and password authentication is no. So this is will be allowed. If you give S also, it will be taking as password authentication is yes. So no need to worry about that. So is SSHD status. So whenever you do anything in the SSH file, you need to restart the SSH file. Restart. So it has been done. And now go to Ansible on the master server, and you need to generate a key to authenticate your slave server. So I'm going to use SSH-keygen. So when I hit enter, it will ask where the file need to be saved. So I'll be giving the default location. So if you see here, cd.ssh ls. So I can see here idea.rsa and idea._rsa.pub is my public file, and idea_rsa is my private key file. So I have two files. When I hit the command ssh-keygen, so I need to copy my public file to the slave server. So I'm using the command ssh copy -id space Ansible @ you need to use the private IP of the slave server. So ssh-copy id Ansible @ slave IP address. So whenever you hit enter, it will ask for yes. So it is asking for the password of the slave Ansible user. So it is saying that now try to log into the machine with SSH Ansible with this command. So let me try to log into this server. It has been badly copied, so let me copy back. So this is my private IP. If you see here, the master server IP is 172.168.170 and my slave IP address is 37.4. So I'm going to SSH into the slave server. So if you see here, last login Monday, December 1757, 2022. It is Amazon Linux 2 AMI, and it has been saying that 37.4 has been logged in from master server. So this is where you can log in from master server to a slave server with Ansible user with passwordless authentication. So the next step is to install the Ansible in the master server. So I have exited from the slave server to the master server, which is 170. So let me yum install Ansible. So if you hit enter, you need to be root to perform this command. So you need to go back to the root privileged user, and you need to enter in install Ansible. So it will say that Amazon Linux extras install Ansible 2. This is the command you need to install the Ansible. So it is updated the command, so it will install all the packages whatever it needed in the master server. So it is asking for prompt as So it will also install Python packages also. Let's wait for a few minutes to install all the packages for Ansible. So let me check whether Ansible is installed or not. So Ansible hyphen version. So it is saying that Ansible 2.9.23 is installed in my master server, and this is my /etc ansible.cfg is a configuration file. And let me go to /etc ansible host file. So if you see here, so this will be the slave IP addresses where we can allocate here. So I'll give here as local, or I'll give it its name as slave, so that I can easily identify my slave IP address. So copy my private IP of the slave IP address, so paste it here. So that's it, done. And I need to ping my slave IP address with from the master server itself. So Ansible all hyphen m is for module. So let me ping my all the slave IP addresses where I have saved my /etc Ansible host file. So it will ping all my, so it is asking for yes. So it is saying that unreached failed to connect to the host via SSH permanently added 37.4. So it is saying that we need to switch back to Ansible and we need to run the commands. Why? Because I have given the Ansible user. So let me run the same command, Ansible or hyphen m ping. So if you see here, the 172.31.37.4, it is in success state, and the Ansible facts discovered interpreter Python using Python programming language. It has been discovered by slave server, and it is saying that change is false, and the ping response is pong, so it has been successfully discovered. And again, if you hit enter, it will be showing the same warning symbol, the platform. This is, you can uh, discard these things. So we need to give the some changes of this, so you no need to worry about that. And the next step is we can copy our files, like suppose I have created, let me show you something, ls-al. So there is no file called Tarun, so I need to create one file. So if you see here, I have created a file, and let me write some contents. Hi, this is Tarun. This is Ansible installation. So this, I have a file called Tarun. So I want to copy this file from my master server to the slave server. So I need to use scp command, and the file name is Tarun space Ansible @ my slave IP address of private IP address. So copy here, and where you want to copy this file. So I will go to temp directory. So let me verify whether temp directory is having any other files like naming as Tarun or not. So my connection has been timed out. So let me restart it. So if you see here in the temp directory of my slave server 172.31.37.4, so I have one file log systemd5. This is a system generated file, so you need not to worry about this temporary files. And so I don't have any Tarun files here. So when I hit enter this command from my master server, it will going to execute the copying from my Tarun file to the slave server. So let's check about this. So if you see here scp Tarun Ansible at the rate temp directory, so it has been successfully copied 100% and 47 bytes and 29 kbps in the 00 fraction of seconds. So let me verify in the temp directory in the slave server. So if you see here cat Tarun, so hi, this is Tarun, this is Ansible installation where I have been copied the data from my master server to the slave server. So this is where we can copy from the files or directories from Ansible. So let me install one HTTPD package from my master server to the slave server. So let me check whether HTTPD is installed or not. So it is saying that there is no service not to be found. So let me install HTTPD package in my slave server from my master server. So in real-time scenarios, we can use that from master server. We will control all the slave servers, whatever we have in our organization. So using Ansible all -b, -b is for become as a root, and -a is for attributes, and you need to give inverted commas and you need to give the command install httpd -y is to confirm the httpd package need to be installed in my slave server. So I have given all is for my slave server, which I have given the slave IP address in my /etc_host file. So if I hit enter, so it is saying that missing sudo password. So if you see here, the command ansible hall -b is for become root, -a is attribute, and install httpd command I have used for to install httpd package in the slave server. So when I hit enter, it is saying that the missing sudo password. So I forgot to enter the, let me check httpd status is alive or not. So it is saying that a red color entry, so you no need to worry about this missing sudo password. I'll explain it. So it is saying that there is no httpd status installed. So with this command, it has been successfully failed the command. So you need to vi sudo. So it is saying that you need to give the password. So ansible all equal to all no pass wd colon sorry all. So this will be giving the root privilege, sorry, okay. So this will be giving the root privilege for the Ansible to execute this command in the slave server. So when I hit again, you can see the success code like yellow color. So if you see, this is the command where I have given entered again. So it is saying that checking the package and the installation of dependencies mod httpd http2, and this package has been installed. So let me check whether this package has been installed or not. So if you see here, service httpd status I have given before, it is saying that there is no service. When I hit now, it is saying that the http service is installed and it is in loaded state, and it is saying that an active state, it is in dead state. So we need to be in active state, so we need to run the service. So again, I will give the command as service httpd status, sorry, status not start. So with this command, it will run the httpd service in my slave server. So when I hit enter, so it is saying that start httpd service is failed. Okay, I have given httpd, I need to give the d. So it is saying that redirecting to bin systemctl start http service. So let me I don't want to go back to the slave server, and I want to fetch my status. The slave server is there where whether the HTTP service is active state or not. So I need to give status. So if you see here with this command HTTP status, you can see it is in active and in running in this 172.31.37.4 server. So this is where you can install HTTP service from master server to slave server. So if I again hit enter, it is saying that same. So let me go back to the slave server and check this. So you can see here in the green color it is active and running. So let me verify whether cat/etc passwd. So there is no Tarun user in the slave server. So let me create from my master server to add Tarun in the slave server. So let me user add Tarun. So it will say that it has been installed. And let me check from my master server itself. So I don't want to go back to the slave server. So let me cat/etc passwd. So if you see here, before the term is not created in the slave server. So it is saying that 172.31.37.4 in the slave server IP, the Tarun user has been created now in the bin bash shell and the home directory of Tarun. So this is where you can get commands from the master server to the slave server. And let me create playbooks to execute with the playbooks using to run some package or install in the slave servers. So let me go back to the server and remove this package, and let me remove from here itself -y remove httpd-y. So it will remove my httpd package when it is installed. So it has been removed the dependency also. So let me check whether it has been successfully removed or not. So it is saying that error redirecting to bin/http service non-return 0 code. So it has been saying that failed. So there is no http package in my slave server. So it has been failed. So let me write a one playbook to install http package in my slave server. So ls I have Tarun file. So let me create one play1.yml. So it will should be in .yml format. Before dot you can give whatever the name you want. So va.play.1 at ml, we need to give hyphen 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 3 quotes and the hyphen host space all. So I need to install in all my slave servers and become yes. So this is for the root user, and the task what it want to be do in my slave server, and hyphen name installing the httpd package in my slave server. And what is the module you want to be installed with the using yum name, and name is for httpd. What is the service? Sorry, I is equal to httpd, and the what is the state you want to represent, and it should be present or latest. I'll go for latest, and that's it. The playbook has been done. Let me go back to my shell and let me run the Ansible, or let me check the play1.yml. So this is the format I have given for the to running the install the http package in my slave server, and then let me run the playbook Ansible. Sorry, Ansible hyphen playbook play sorry play1.yml. So let me cross check and in my slave server whether httpd service is there or not. So for your better confirmation, let me check. So there is no httpd status. Sorry, https. So there is no HTTP package in my slave server. So let me run my playbook here itself. So it is saying that no JSON object could be decoded where available to become colon is should be okay. So it should be in the capital Y. Sorry, become yes. The task should be in the space. Okay. Become here is. So I have forgotten to give the space between the hyphen and the host. Let me give this space. So this is the format to write an Ansible playbook. So when you hit enter, it is saying that again the error. So let me run again the Ansible playbook of my. So it is saying that in the task. So let me go back to my file. So it is saying that tasks. So let me remove the space. Okay. So it is saying that we have given the task before that space. So now it has been doing the installation in my slave server. So you can verify this. So it is saying that okay 172.31.37.4 IP address is the slave server. So it is saying that installing the HTTP package in my slave server, and this is the comment I have given in the playbook, and this is the 37.4 change, and the play recap is the IP address, and OK is equal to 2. So it has been installed and it has been changed is equal to 1, and you can find the status unreachable, failed, 0 escape, 0 rescued, ignored, or 0. So let me verify whether the package is being installed in my slave server or not. So let me uh, give the command ansible hyphen all hyphen b hyphen a service HTTP status. Okay, I have given us double quotes. So if you see here, it is in inactive state and it is not running. So we need to run the package. So we need to run this using service HTTP's start command from here, or you can use Ansible play.1 YML also. So you can use module including like run. Sorry. So you can include in the playbook like yum a module or like running should be installed or not. Like so, I need to try here and the service HTTP start. So if you check this status of my slave server, so it is active and running. So let me write one more playbook to remove the package HTTP package in my slave server. So I will go for play2.yml, or I can use my play1.yml, the same playbook I have going. And now I am going to, in the place of installing, I will remove the package in my slave server, removing the HTTP package in my slave server. So in the state I need to give option, so it will be removed from my slave server. So let me hit my Ansible hyphen or playbook play1.yml. So when I hit enter, so it is saying that orchestrate and removing the HTTP package in my slave server, and it has been removed successfully. So let me check the HTTP status in my slave server. So it is saying that there is no HTTP package in my slave server. So let me check whether service HTTP status, sorry, HTTP. So it is saying that there is no HTTP package in my slave server. So with this Ansible playbooks or with the modules you can install from master server to your slave servers, the slave architecture. So this is where you can install Ansible and the configuration of master slave architecture. So this is guys where we can install Ansible and master slave architecture. So that's it guys. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe for more videos. Please let me know if you have any queries. Please post in the comment box. Thank you.